All right, I want to tell you guys I am not a professional dog groomer or dog trainer or anything like that, but I am a dog owner. And if you're like me and you're not a professional but a dog owner, this little thing, which is an e-collar, shock collar, or whatever, is going to come in handy. Not because you need to do it to be mean to the dog, but if it's a safety issue, I never ever use it, the shock piece, for anything other than just a safety issue. At a campground, it's kind of a must if there's other dogs or he's wandering off or anything like that. But normally, just to have a peace of mind to know that, hey, he's gone too far. We like to let him roam around sometimes when we're just boondocking and camping. And my old one actually broke on me. And so I wanted to get a e-collar that actually had a lifetime warranty. And this one does. And so that was kind of important to me as a buyer. I love companies that stand by their products. And so when they offer some sort of warranty for free, you don't have to buy it. I usually jump on that. Now, the nice thing about this versus my old one is this is really sleek. It's really small. You can see it just puts right in the hand, and it is made for small to medium dogs, which is the perfect size for my dog. You do need to charge this up with the connection point, but it comes in the cable. But this is USB-C, which I love. So your controller is USB-C. And it does come with a charging cable, but it has the two ports on here. So it has the USB-C port right there. And then it has where you stick this part in to here, right there. And it just clips in there just like that, and it charges. So it does come fully charged, ready to go out of the box. So we're going to go over a couple of the modes here really quick. Obviously, this is pretty intuitive. You just adjust the collar to the right size of your dog, slap that on there, and then you have a bunch of mode buttons. Now, the one thing that I've noticed that I really kind of liked is that when you power up this, it has a little vibration. This kicks on right here. I want to go over these settings really quick. And the first thing on the side right here is you got a button. That button is a channel button right here. So you can switch between one or two dogs. You can kind of see that. There's the second dog, there's the first dog. So if you have two dogs, you can actually use this transmitter for each receiver. Then the other thing you can do right here is you can lock it. Once you get your settings done and dialed in, you can lock them so it doesn't get bumped and doesn't get changed automatically. But in order to switch between dogs, you're going to need to unlock it, press the channel. I only have one dog, so all my settings are on channel 1. So really quick, this button right here is if you want to just send a vibration. This is an audible beep, and this is a shock. So if you're going to shock them, and then this is a shock plus 10%. So if they're in a dangerous situation and you shock them and they don't respond, you can immediately press this one and just give them a little bit of a boost, kind of like a safety feature if you need to get their attention and they're just not giving you that. Again, personally, I don't like doing this very often. I just do it if it's a safety issue. I love the vibration. That's all I need. And usually I keep it pretty low, as you can see, or as you can feel right here. I don't know if you can hear that, but 6 is really good. And to up the levels here on the vibration is you push this in, and that's going to give you your different levels. So you can go all the way up to, I guess, 16. I was going to say 15, but 16 there is the max for vibration. Like I said, I usually leave it at 6 for me and my dog. And then you press this button, you do the same thing. Now this is level 1 all the way up to 99. Now 99 is if you are really mean pet owner, don't do that. I usually keep mine at level 1 because, like I said, I don't use it very often and I don't want to accidentally bump it. But if I do need it, I can usually, this one gets his attention as well. So maybe you can increase it a little bit, but I just felt bad one time I accidentally pressed it and it didn't need to. So I just leave it at level 1. And then you have a audible. Now, if you're training though, if you're in the middle of training and they can't get attention, then I'd up it, and I have in the past so that they know that that's happening. So again, audible, you have 7 different settings here. Personally, I like setting 4, which is a great audio tone that, hey, gets my dog's attention. So this tool right here is really about getting your dog's attention. I like to use the vibration personally first, that one, and then the audio, and then obviously last shock if I just can't get his attention, but it works great. And I actually love it. Holds a charge for a really, really long time. It has an auto shut off feature. So if you forget to turn it off, it's going to turn it off for you. All right, this is super easy to adjust. You want to make sure that it's not too tight, but tight enough. So you want to make sure you have about 2 fingers in there. But again, you can adjust this and tighten that up a little bit. You won't want to get it too tight. I love having this when we go for our little walks, and he loves it too. Hi, buddy, let's go. Let's go. As you can see, he's never out of my reach. So when I say, Pippi, come. And there he is. Good boy. So if you want to have an enjoyable experience with your pet and make sure that not only is your pet safe, but others around you are safe, then I'd highly recommend this with a lifetime warranty. It works, and that's honestly the best thing that you can say about any product that you purchase, is that it works, does what it's supposed to do, and hey, you can't go wrong with a lifetime warranty either.